everyone. Welcome to the lounge. It is a Friday night in March. Hi, everybody. Christy, what's up? What's up, lounge? It's a Friday night. I know you guys are sitting there with your popcorn and your cheesecake. Somebody's eating cheesecake. I could tell. Your chips and crackers, whatever you're eating. No Christmas trees at this time of year. Luana, how are you? If anybody really wants some good Italian food, get over to Bella on Main in Groveville. There she is. This is the best Italian food I've ever had in my life right there. Follow her. Maria, happy Friday. Looking forward to the launch. So are we. It's going to be an amazing night tonight. I cannot wait to get started. So, I don't even want to wait. I just have to bring on my co-host because she's the apple to my pear, the orange to my apple, to my banana, and to my peach. Hi, Elise.
Wow. I'm honored. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
How are you doing?
Honored. The apple
you're
to your peach.
Yeah, you're the... I have a feeling this show is going to start sounding very, weird. And I don't know why that is, but it just sounds... Yeah.
Why not?
So,
we're losing an hour of sleep this weekend. We're springing ahead.
That's what everybody loves this time, and I don't. I like the winter. I like the snow. I like the dark. I want it to be an hour behind so I can sleep an extra hour.
Rain, snow, dark, dungeons, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't like the brightness because I have to be on, and I'm not on tonight either. So
that's right, because things are moving too fast, and all the energies are out there, and you're like, can't we just slow it down a little bit out there with the energy?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Very messy. So how are you?
Well, I'm telling you, the energy is moving so fast that I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. But it is high manifestation time. It's high tide manifestation. Okay, so if you want to manifest something the next month, you better get moving. You better get your butt off the ground. Get moving.
You know what I started thinking about? That Blondie song. The tide is high, but I'm moving on.
I want to be, you're number one.
Number one.
Well, you are my number one. You're like the peach to my apple, the bird to my cat.
You are so swell. You really are.
Wait, I don't know if you want to be the bird to my cat, because cats eat birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I want to tell you about something exciting that I'm doing, because I don't know if you knew about it or not.
What are you doing?
And we have these 2 lives every week, right? We got the office, where I do the weekly lives. We have the lounge where we do the magazine style talk show where everybody just hangs out and we have music and fun and everything else. Mm-hmm. I'm doing monthly inspirational forecasts via video now. And it's going
video.
the first video.
Nice.
So if you want to manifest and you want to know how to do it and when it's coming on, these are free, okay, to our subscribers. You got to go on to the email list. The first one, the March issue, is going out on Monday. The 15th of every month. If you're not on the email, Guides of March, that's what we got to put. But if you are not on the list, you're not going to be getting the monthly, because it's not going on YouTube, it's not going live, there's no replay. So you have to be on the list. So if you go into Tamber's here. Hi, Tamber. Tamber is one of our newest fans.
Hi, Tamber.
Yes, she's hanging out. I talked to her the other day. She's going to be getting on that. So getting on those monthly forecasts, really important, because you have to know, just like you check the weather every day, you have to know when it's high tide to taking action. Because if you take action at the wrong time, the results aren't going to be as good. So if you go into the description of this video, either on Facebook or on YouTube, there will be a little link, which I'll post at the end, where you can get on that email list to get the monthly forecast. Because if you get on it on the 16th, you're not going to get this month's message. And you want to hear what I'm going to say. Right, Elise?
Yes, Marisa. Just do it.
Just do it. There's more we're going to promote tonight. I'm just starting light with you. So, okay. So, I don't even, I am just so excited to get into this show tonight, because everybody is always asking, what is the secret to ultimate fulfillment and joy? How do we spark that emotion? But moreover, how do we keep that emotion? How do we hang on to it? Because we all have fleeting moments of joy. It could be 30 seconds in a day. It could be that somebody's applauding our efforts, or recognition, or, we love an animal or whatever, or a child. But how do we hold on to that joy for a little bit longer? How do we tap into that? And my guest today says he has the solution, and he's a Scorpio on top of it. So he's tuning in.
Scorpios.
Oh, I know, honey. I know. The Scorpio. It depends. The male Scorpio and the female Scorpio are very different, but we got to look at his whole chart.
I'm talking.
Oh, you
about
are. Yes. How do you know about male Scorpios? What's your?
I was involved with somebody that was a Scorpio for about 3 years, and it continued.
You were involved.
Involved.
What do you mean involved?
Like we dated, lived together, that sort of thing.
Live together. That's involvement. That's involvement.
I would say it was very involved. So yeah.
You know, once a Scorpio attaches, you don't ever get them out of your life. They're there forever.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
They'll just pop right in 20 years later, be like, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm still here." They're very passionate individuals. They're very loyal friends, and they're very emotional. Yeah. You know, so very, very cool.
I wasn't being, degrading on them. Just saying that. I know Scorpios very well.
Well, yeah. I mean, they do have a reputation, so we have to find out from our coach today if he fits the bill. We got to figure out. He's sitting back there. I can see his face in the backstage. Yeah,
I like his energy.
And he's like not laughing. So I'm thinking he's offended already by what I'm saying.
Oh no, no, JXP, I didn't mean it.
JXP, we got to apologize already for our mouths. So anyway, we have a very special. What happens on the lounge? It's kind of like the show that books itself. Number one, okay. So we had a musician already scheduled. They had to reschedule, and my intuition was like, I don't know why, but I think Coach JXP might know someone. And I'm like, no, that's really weird. Why would I ask him if he knows someone? And of course, he's like, absolutely, they're available tonight. Let's go. So I'm like, okay. So then I called his reference, and he said, it's interesting because I just released an album, and I didn't have a CD release party. I said, this is just getting weird because this is the third time that a musician came on the show last minute and they were releasing their album, and it happened on this show. This is the third time. What is that about, Elise?
I don't know. I think this is the platform they need to start at. Like, we're it.
We're it.
We are it.
The lounge is the leap. The lounge is the energetic leapfrog into the new world.
Well, I think it's great that they're on with us tonight.
Yeah. Well, I know. So, why don't you get to introducing our lovely musical guest?
I would love to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Julian Hartwell is a pianist, composer, band leader, and producer based in Philly, PA. His aim with his music is to hurry, which stands for heal, uplift, remind, and inspire. I like that.
Ooh, I like that.
Live Life, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Live Life, the second studio album from Julian Hartwell Project, is a 5-track concept album out today, the 12th, featuring a host of special guests in an exploration of perception, perspectives, and more, featuring a hybrid of musical influences from jazz, funk, soul, go-go, I like that, and even hints at pop. Just stated through the tumultuous year that was 2020, Live Life marks an exciting leap forward for pianist and composer Hartwell into fresh and fertile terrains of songwriting, collaboration, and production with the vision to match. So,
at least that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
And these are my back glasses. I didn't even put my new glasses on.
You get peppier every show. You were stoic for 20 years of knowing you, and then you start at the lounge, and every show you just get more and more. It brings you to life.
Oh, thank you. You do that for me. You do.
Well, I just guess I didn't know it.
People, we have a lot of love. So.
Yeah, it's been a lot of history too. She's seen me through a lot of situations. Let me tell you.
Vice versa. Let me tell you. I know. We both got the T-shirt. So, without further ado,
Julian Hartwell. Let's give a round of applause.
Yay! Hi, Julian.
Woo, what's up?
Hi, Julian.
Did I pronounce the album correctly?
No, so you actually don't
Sorry.
get 3 points. Sorry.
Gosh.
This came out today. I'll forgive you. It's
Okay.
Live Life.
Got it.
No worries. That's why I put the Y in the first. It's cool.
Okay.
Not the first
All right.
person.
Noted. All right. Apologize.
Are you a Scorpio too?
No, I am a Virgo.
Oh, the Earth signs coming in. Earth signs. Good job. How do you feel?
With the Virgo.
Okay. Give us your sign. Medium dated. The medium at least dated that.
Okay.
So, Julian, How do you feel about being part of this energetic vortex of synchronistic experiences that happen in the lounge? How do you feel as being one of the members that this happens to?
I love it. I feel like I've known you guys for life. Still we haven't met in person, but like I can already tell it's going to be a hell of a show. Anything that my buddy James gets me involved in usually turns out interesting. To say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be cool. We both agreed it's a very auspicious night, day.
it is.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
my release day, but also James told me about this event. I was like, oh, cool, good for you. I'll try to tune in if I can. Well, all right.
Yeah, you're going to tune in. You're going to actually be on the show and be featured, right? So tell us about your album, like, release. I want to hear more about that. Our audience would like to hear more about that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, for sure. So this album, Live Life, literally just showed up in the mail today on release day. Timed. It's been a labor of love for the last like year and a half. It's kind of my most ambitious project yet. I basically had this vision to have a very collaboration heavy album. My first album was like all my original music, but kind of instrumental and just like with the same guys, like 5 or 6 guys. Recorded it back at Temple back in the day. But this is like, it's just a kind of new step for me as a composer and band leader and the whole nine, and like I've got featured several vocalists on this one for the first time, wrote lyrics, like it's just kind of a whole new direction for me. But continuation on my journey and just super excited that it's out.
Yeah,
Here for the
well,
world to
we're
enjoy.
celebrating with you. We are having your CD release party here in the lounge. This is all for you, Julian.
Love it.
You thank your coach for making it happen and manifesting it right away. Coach did it for us.
JXP.
Yeah. JXP made it happen, and that just shows you what JXP could do. So when we bring him on the show, you better get a session with him.
Watch out.
Because he manifested your life right now, CD release party. He's supporting you in the Ethernet.
Right here. I had no idea. I mean, I did not even think I was going to play. I was like, oh, I'll go live for my audience and that'll be my night. But like, here I am. I have a default release show.
You do.
Oh, you guys are default. You guys are like awesome.
So the spirits on the other side made it happen. All your relatives and friends and spirit guides, they came around and they said, you know what? His music is bringing us higher in frequency. It has a spiritual component. You're in Philly, right? So I lived right outside of Philly for 17 years. I just moved back to NEPA. But I was in the South Jersey area.
Okay. Right there.
Yes.
That's where the CD was made. The CD was manufactured in Pennsauken this week.
Oh, at the
across
factory?
the
At the factory? Yeah, I
Yep.
know the factory. I know what
Awesome.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Small world.
we cannot wait to hear your first. And what is the title of your first song that you're gonna perform?
Yeah, so my first song I'm going to do tonight is called Rough Sketch. It's track 3 from the album. And it's actually, I released it as a single last year, the first single off the album. And it features a vocalist, this guy by the name of V. Shane Frederick from the Philly jazz scene. But I'm going to do my own little instrumental rendition of it tonight because I'm still working on my singing chops. I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
So, but basically, it's really cool. I feel like it's a good one to start off with because, and maybe we'll get into this subject matter wise. It's about how like all of our lives are a rough sketch. None of us are perfect. We're all kind of figuring it out, and that's what the lyrical nature is about. And it's just like a very short, upbeat, kind of quick song. But the message is basically like it's better to be a rough sketch and on the way to being a masterpiece than trying to have it all figured out and not do anything, so like
It's the journey, right?
journey, exactly.
Well, I'm going to feature you in our little box here.
Awesome.
And we're going to mute our mics and you can just do what you do, Julian.
Cool. I'm gonna take it away. A little solo piano rendition of Rough Sketch. Enjoy.
great.
That was awesome, Julian.
Oh my
thank
gosh.
you. That was amazing.
Thank you guys.
Fits
Yeah.
this Friday mood.
It does.
This whole mood, doesn't it?
Oh, look, there's my uncle. He knows music right here. Very accomplished.
Hi, Uncle James.
If you, Jim, Uncle Jim, no, he
Oh.
knows the deal. Uncle Jim's right here. Yep.
Cheers.
Marianne, Paul is saying, felt like I should have had a drink in my hand. That's how your music inspires. Wonderful. Yes, so I put on your banner here a little bit. You could follow Julian on Facebook. Since you guys are on Facebook, you go right to Julian Hartwell Music. Give him a follow. And I also put the link to his link tree. So if you want to know more about the album, you want to follow him on the IG, Jules Hartwell. I'm following Jules everywhere. And now I'm going to follow him more because I really like his stuff. So awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we give you a little break and bring your friend, Coach JXP, to talk about Our Joyful Life?
Not really. Just glad to be here. Glad to kick off the Friday night. That tune is always, it's got that little upbeat, groovy vibe. But please go check out the album version because it's got that feel, but it's like ×5 because I got 3 horn players on it. I got a vocalist, drums, bass, the whole nine. So this is just my lounge version from my studio.
In the lounge.
Got out.
At
In
the lounge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's an official lounge-ette. Lounge
Lounge night. Yeah.
He's not at.
Loungette. I feel like you got to have a dance routine from the loungette. but
Yeah.
we'll
At
work on
least
that.
he's not a wingette from you know what I'm saying.
Right.
No.
No,
So, how can people get your album? Can they go on Instagram? Can they go on Facebook? Is there information in all those places? They could just go and get it.
should be in all the places. If I did my job today, it should be in all the places.
Awesome.
And all the places you don't even know about yet. But no. So the link tree has like Spotify, Apple Music, basically all the platforms people go to. But if you do want the physical album, my Bandcamp site, if you're following me on Facebook, you'll find the Bandcamp link. It's also on my website, julianhartwellmusic.com. But the Bandcamp is where you can order the CD right now for a little extra, like $12 for the shipping. But I got like 500 copies right now, and I'm trying to pass them out like hotcakes. So please, if you still like old school CDs, they're here. Happy to
All right.
pass them out.
Awesome. So we're going to let you go backstage, take a break, and we'll see you after the interview for another song. I can't wait. All right, Elise. I can't have you on my
Okay.
left, though. Hi.
I
Do a
know.
CD.
I know.
So that was amazing. That's like something so
great.
different than we have on the lounge because we always have like acoustic stuff, we have April, May, and the June Bugs. They're the Boogie
Right.
Bus. And now we're bringing in like a jazz element to the lounge, which is totally
I kind of
fitting.
like it on a Friday night. Maybe it's my old age, but I kind of like it.
You're not old.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, just don't think
Well,
it just be...
does that make
No.
you old too?
Yeah, I guess so. It does.
No, you're way behind me. So no, but he's awesome. Like I love him. He's like his music's just really relaxing. But
Yeah.
I want to hear the horns.
I do want to hear the horns too. I'm wondering
Yeah,
how we
interested.
can we get some horns on here next time? We'll try.
Hey,
I don't
why
know.
not? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm just so excited because this guy, number one, I didn't know he was a Scorpio. That brings it to a whole other level. I can't wait to talk. The intensity that I'm going to tap into is
He's
like,
got a high energetic feel.
woo!
He's on fire.
All right. Well, lounge nights. Listen, you want to know how to tap into joy? We're going to bring him on, Coach JXP. Let me just talk about. Do you want to announce Coach JXP? Or are you good?
Let me see. Where is everything?
Oh, I have it. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have
Let's
to switch
see.
glasses.
I have-
Kind of like.
I have it. Let me read it. All right.
Oh, all right.
Because I don't have it on. I don't have it for you to read. I have
Got
to read
it.
it.
All right.
All right. So let's just talk about Coach JXP right now. He knows where he's the sweet spot coach, okay? And there's no pun intended in that. It's really true. Between joy and passion, and now has been openly, lovingly, and willingly sharing what he knows personally and professionally to the world. He has helped hundreds and hundreds of vulnerable seniors to remember their essence. He has helped a struggling, stressed out mother of 2 to rediscover her wild, creative side. He has helped a musician discover the power of embracing his own femininity for his own creative pursuits. He has helped a lady transform her feelings of insecurity by being less defensive and more sure and confident with what she does. He is he's the the sweet spot coach for the lounge, but he's also a holistic occupational therapy practitioner and a certified high performance coach. So we're going to delve into a lot of topics tonight with Coach JXP on the 3 L's: live, learn, and love. Okay? We're going to get into the habits of seeking clarity, generating energy, raising necessity, increasing productivity, developing influence, and demonstrating courage. But mostly what I want to hear about from the coach is he's got the secret to joy and tapping into it. And we want to know what that is, obviously. So we welcome Coach. What up, Coach?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No offense about the Scorpio.
Yeah,
Like comments.
you know,
the Scorpio energy is trying to come out tonight, and I'm trying to kind of repress it a little bit because, you know, it's...
I don't think you need to. I think it's like already like it's in your sweat. Oh, it's there. You know, like just let it out. We don't care. You could be as weird as you want. You could be as intense as you want. You do not have to dumb it down for us.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay, all right, that's a deal. That's a deal. I just wanted to piggyback with Julian's rough sketch. I love that track. The first time he sent that to me, I heard it and I felt as if it was the perfect song to go on a sunny Sunday morning stroll in South Philly with all the aroma, with all the things happening in South Philly and in the Italian market. Yeah, so check it out. Check out Julian's record. It's pretty good.
And you need a cigar too to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Cigars, yeah.
Yeah, some big fat cigars. Anyway, I digress. So tell us.
Wait a sec, Marisa. I know
Yeah.
Marisa and Elise, you ladies are mediums. Don't make me cry tonight, okay? Don't make me cry. If my grandparents are here, if they're kind of vibrating themselves to you, because they're very special and I can feel them. And if I hear somebody talking about them, I might cry. So don't make me cry.
We don't want you to cry.
Don't make the Scorpio cry tonight.
You want to be happy.
Yeah, you want to be happy. But Elise doesn't have a filter, so if she, as a spirit's showing up there, she's just gonna have to say, "Hey, Coach,
put on your big boy pants."
Yeah.
I'm ready though. I'm ready.
So tell us, first of all, how did you figure out this formula? Like, how did you figure out how to tell us how to tap into this joy? Like, how did you figure it out? Where'd it come from?
Well, where am I gonna start? So, can I start by just saying that I had a profound moment while I was sitting on the toilet, and I
Wow.
I was thinking, how am I gonna make my name sound smart or sound catchy so that people will share their attention with me? So I just thought of, why not put X in between my initials, because I personally find that fun and exciting, and I love sounding as if I'm mysterious. So I think it's working, right?
Are you mysterious, or is it not? Is it kind of just mysterious?
I do have moments, and I do have my moments. Yeah, but So in retrospect, I put that initial there, and then I thought of I put the X in between my initials, and I just thought of that X symbolizes the sweet spot between J and P, and that sweet spot is where magic happens. That is where the magic happens. And you know what happens when you're in that sweet spot? You feel alive, right? You feel alive. Between the sweet spot of joy and passion, you feel alive. You feel like your engines are running. You get to see things differently. You get to feel things differently. So that is what my name represents, to help people find that sweet spot between joy and passion. Because when you're there, you get to live a really, really meaningful, purposeful, joyful, sexy life.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. And so,
Ooh la la.
did you have a life before this where you weren't fulfilled, and then you had a transformation, and then this kind of happened for you? Or is it something that just kind of intuitively came to you? How did you figure out the process that you're kind of going to be getting into?
I think I've been in the process of personal leadership and personal development for a very long time. It started when I was an intern, back when I was in tw- back when I was back in 2011. Excuse me, my cat is just looking at me like crazy right now.
Okay.
I don't know what he's trying to say, but yeah, I had a psychological breakdown. I had a crisis at that time. I couldn't handle a lot of the stress that's happening all around me. So I was there. I was and I resolved those issues by getting to know myself better, by remembering my essence, by remembering who I am, by remembering my power and my potential. So I am in that process. I am in this process of personal leadership and professional development, and this sweet spot just came into me. Just it intuitively, I felt it. I felt it that it needs to come out because a lot of people, I think, are wanting the experience of being joyful and being passionate because along the way we tend to forget who we are because we experience a lot of stresses in life. We get into um, there's a lot of daily obligations that we need to fulfill, and by remembering where that sweet spot is personally for you, I think that's gonna really transform the trajectory of your life. And that's how I see it. Um, that's how I interpret it.
That's awesome. And you have kind of a system because when I looked at your paperwork, you have like the live, life, learn systems, and then you have all these clarity systems. I don't even know where to start. So, would you like to explain some of these systems to kind of get to that sweet spot?
Yeah. I think let me say that when you are engaged in a process of transformation, for me, I came up with this. It's like riding a Ferris wheel. It's like riding a Ferris wheel. You start at the bottom level, you enter the car, and at the lowest levels, when you're at that lowest level, you see the chaos around you. It's very noisy. There are a lot of distractions. You see a lot of the faces of the impatient people who are in line. You see the kids running around, and you see their parents chasing those kids. And then as you go through the process of transformation, as the Ferris wheel goes higher and higher, you feel more and more tranquil. You feel more and more peaceful. You hear less noise. You don't hear the kids screaming and crying, and you see the organized chaos from the top. So so that is a sweet spot when you are at the top of the Ferris wheel, when you can see the organized chaos. That is the sweet spot between joy and passion. And when you're there at the top, again, that is where magic happens. I mean, the greatest instructors of life that have come before us, from Neville Goddard to Florence Scovel Shinn to Louise Hay to Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla, that is what essentially their message is. Find that sweet spot between joy and passion. And then the next thing you know, you are deliberately creating and crafting a life that your heart truly desires. But it all begins in living. We gotta live first. And what I mean by I forgot that I have something here for you guys. But you gotta live first, right? Everyone has to live first. Living is about gathering data, gathering information that will help us sort out what we prefer in life, right? And it begins during our childhood. And if you have a perfect childhood, shout out to you. If you have a perfect childhood, amazing. But for human beings like myself, I felt misunderstood a lot of times. Maybe like me, you had a lot of well-meaning adults around you when you were growing up saying no to you. Maybe like myself, you were in the presence of adults reacting to a lot of stress because I got yelled at, I got whooped, and I got slapped. And those things were traumatizing to a certain degree. And I felt misunderstood. I felt ashamed, and I carried those negative emotions without even knowing it as I go through adolescence. And I think a lot of people will resonate with that. And during adolescence, during your middle school and during your high school years, we try to fit in. We feel the pressure that's coming from our peers. You see more and more stuff on TV, on the internet, on magazines, and on movies that will make you doubt yourself and trick you into thinking that life is supposed to be a certain way, or life is supposed to be lived a certain way. And then we carry that into our adult years. And during our adulthood, we begin to feel the stress, or we begin to experience the stress. We begin to feel the stress at home and at work. We can sense it, we can feel it in our bodies. We begin to suffer from debt. We begin to suffer from an illness or a disease, and we experience crisis in our relationships. And um, and that is, how can I say it? And those experiences will make you feel insecure and doubtful and vulnerable, and you got to resolve that in a certain way, right? In a certain you got to face that, you got to resolve that. And so all of those things that I mentioned is what we call living. And living is an act of gathering experiences and information. Would you agree? Yeah. So what information do we gather now when we live? It's simple. If you felt insecure when you were growing up, if you have feelings of insecurity, um, you want to feel secure, right? If you experience poverty, you want wealth. If you experience illness, you want wellness. If you experience some doubts, you want courage. And those are the data, or those are the information that we are gathering when we are living. So the art of living, it allows us the opportunity to transform the trauma, the abuse, the feelings of victimhood into something really, really, really personal and special to us. But before before we achieve that, we have to keep in mind that we have to learn. So as we gather all those data, I forgot again, learn.
Okay.
We gotta learn. So as we gather all those data and information, we either learn and move forward and transform our consciousness, or retreat and stay at a certain level, right? So hear me out of this. Would you agree that in order for us to experience change, we have to follow through with our learning,
Yeah, of course.
right? And
Yeah.
the thing that trips up a lot of people, including myself, is that learning can somehow be trapped in the mind. We get trapped, or we get stuck in constant analysis, right? Let's say, for example, you learned that you don't love your job anymore. Through the life experience that you had, you found out that you want more joy and you want more passion, and yet you haven't followed through with it. Meaning, you still keep doing the same things over and over and over again, that result the same mistakes, same negative emotions, and same situations that will cause you to feel those negative emotions, right? So, but I get it. Life can be really, really tricky, and usually it's difficult to embrace change, right? My heart goes out to those who feel as if they cannot move forward in life, those who feel that they cannot transform their lives, because that feeling is valid, and feeling is real, and it's real as it gets. And I just want to take this opportunity to, if you're resonating with me, if you're resonating with that you're having this difficult time moving forward from where you are to where you want to be, I just want to take this opportunity to remind you that you are a beautiful person, and that you deserve beautiful things in life, that you are a fighter, and that you can win this game of life if you choose to do so. Because, like what I always say, if other people have done it, so can we, so can I, so can you and I, right? So yeah, where am I? Am I babbling? Sorry.
No, we're
No,
listening.
this is really
Yeah, very good.
interesting.
Yeah, so
I think that everybody can resonate with what you're saying, and I think that people really want that. I think a lot of people really want to break those cycles and those patterns, and a lot of those feelings are subconscious, and they're playing out actions in their adult life, and they don't really know how they're relating to the childhood trauma that they could have experienced.
yeah.
So what is, like, I think people in the chat are probably wondering, like, what is that first step that they need to take to kind of get off that merry-go-round, to try to get off the playing out the same cycles over and over again. What's the very first small step that somebody could take to get off of that gerbil wheel of life?
I think the first step is realizing that your life is sacred, that ultimately your life has a lot of meaning, a lot of personal meaning. Because when you're at that stage, that when you realize that, then you begin to love, right? You begin to love. You begin to love who you are at the moment. You begin to love who you were in the past. And you begin to fall in love with this person that you envisioned yourself to be in the future. And I think that is really, really important to realize that life is sacred, and that it has meaning. Because when you keep that thought close to your heart, then you begin to see things differently. You begin to feel things differently. You begin to accept personal responsibility. And personal responsibility is very important in this process of attaining more joy and more passion in your life. So if you are in a state of love, if you enter a state of grace, if you enter that state of love, and if you begin the process of truly loving and honoring yourself, you become an instrument of change for other people. You become a role model. Your relationships become better. Your boss treats you right. And things like that. So I think that the first step would be accepting that life is sacred and that ultimately it has meaning.
No, that's great. I think that causes us to have a lot to think about. And I want you guys out in the chat. We're going to take a music break and go back to Julie and get ourselves back in the energy, raise the energy even more. Mm-hmm. And I want you to think about what's going on in your life today. And Coach JXP is here. We're here. Medium Elise is here. I'm here. I want you guys to think about, what are you trying to transform? What are you trying to manifest? What patterns are you trying to break? And any questions you might have for Coach, to say, hey, I'm going through this. What would you advise? You could ask us. We could tune in intuitively and he could give you some insight. We're going to go to music break. I want you guys to think about that. And I think the first step in taking that first step, like Coach had suggested, putting it out there, saying, this is what I want to ask about, is kind of shifting it already. Instead of keeping it in your mind, putting it out there, getting some insight, because that makes you kind of accountable to yourself, to, if you're putting it out there and getting the insight to do something about it. So sometimes we're afraid to go out of our comfort zone. So go out of your comfort zone, put something in the chat, and that will start to shift your energy. So we're going to go to some music. Coach, think about what you want to bring to light when we come back and interact with our audience. And we appreciate you telling your story and being vulnerable with our audience and talking about your experience. We really appreciate that. Absolutely. And I just want to bring up for you, Coach, if you guys want to follow Coach on the IG, you just go to AVCDO Wisdom. Did I say that right?
Yeah. It's supposed to be avocado wisdom, but then someone already had that.
Oh, I like that.
So
I like that too.
Eliminated the
Yes.
It sounds cool. It sounds mysterious, actually.
Or you can, if you're not on Instagram, you can definitely go to his website, jxpcoaching.us, and I will also put that link in the chat for you as well. And when we come back, you guys get to ask us and Coach questions as we come back with the interactive portion of the show. But we have to get in some music first, because if we stay in the intellectual mind, we can't get to the heart. So we're bringing in Julian to bring us back to our center, ground us, and bring the music back. So Coach will be right back with you. All right. Well, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh. He talked about crying, right? I was like,
getting ready to cry. You know what I mean?
Very deep. Very deep. I love it.
I know. Mm-hmm. So let's bring Julian back on. How you feeling, Julian? You doing all right?
Hi, Julian.
I'm good. What's up? That was so great.
I know.
It's deep.
How long have you known Coach JXP?
Man, me and Coach JXP, I know him before he was Coach JXP, for the record. Man, at least since 2017, 18, something like that.
Wow.
Okay. How'd you guys meet?
Oh, you know what? I was playing a gig at a nursing home, at the nursing home that he worked at for years.
Oh.
Oh,
Down the street
wow.
here in Germantown. And like I used to just go play jazz standards, like jazz piano for the elderly there. I did a little circuit. I had a little circuit of nursing homes back in the performance days when you could do that. And he was working there at the time, and then like he just happened to be walking around. He's like, wow, this guy's cool, playing some jazz, and we got to talking and been friends ever since.
That's nice.
And so now you know him as the Sweet Spot coach.
Apparently. I mean, he's, you know, just like I'm Mr. Second Album, he's Mr. Sweet Spot.
I love it.
That's cute.
All right. So it's your night. It's your party. It's your release. What would you like to play?
Well, all this talk of sweet spots has got me to just have to play the love track of Live Life. I couldn't do an album without a love track. I mean, come on. Got to do that.
You have to.
So,
Is this about you? Like, is this about your inspired love life, or how you want to feel about love, or about somebody?
more about how I'd want to feel. I think the
Okay.
ideal, you know, it's funny. I basically wrote it as like very single. It still am, but for the record out there, no. But,
We have a lot of ladies in the chat.
Hey, you know,
Do you like older women than you?
Oh. Let's not talk about that.
Do you like cougars?
Well, the problem is I already look 18, even though I'm much older than that. So
Yeah, you do. That's why I said that. I thought you were like seriously like 21 years old. You're not?
Wow.
I
add
thought
10 years to that,
24.
You'll be in the ballpark.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Wait, what? No, are you in like what decade are you in?
Not even kidding. I'm the latest 80s baby that one can be. 89.
Really?
I'm 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you got some good genes.
The music keeps me young. I don't know.
You see
Does a
that?
job.
All right. Well, you could definitely hit up some people in our chat then.
Hey. They know where to find me. They can find
They
me.
do? Where do you find you? I wouldn't know where to find you. Where are you going to find?
Well,
Where...
I mean, hey, you gave them all my socials and all my Instagrams. And
Yeah, but are you that accessible that people could just find you? I mean, they're
Like
just
they
gonna...
slip into your DMs?
Oh, you just said slip into your DMs.
depends how hard they want to find me, I guess.
Wow. And what's your sweet spot for getting in touch with you? Like what's going to flare up your microphone?
Oh, geez.
I don't even know why I said that.
Oh
Like, what could somebody say? Yeah, what could somebody say to you to be like, ooh, I want to respond to them?
I know, man. Something involving a sweet spot, probably. It'd have to be a sweet spot. mentioned.
That's the code word, guys. You know how I give codes for discounts on this, for
Sweet spot.
Sweet spot. You want to get in touch with him? You just put hashtag sweet spot and he'll answer you right away. He might even give you a date.
Might even give you a CD out of it. Maybe a date.
Wow.
So where would you so if you somebody, let's say somebody messaged you and okay, somebody's saying, could they this is your quote. You just quoted at least.
Oh.
Could they slip into your DMs?
Oh my God.
Oh, we got a cougar right here. She's one of our lovely
seductress,
cougars.
right?
She's called the Seductress for a reason. She comes on our show, and she's co-hosted when Elise was sick, and she's very hot if you like architects. Yeah. So let me ask you another question. So let's say somebody slips into the DMs, approved by Elise, approved by Coach.
Fully approved.
What would you do for like the first date? Like, would you play them this love song, or is that too much? Or what would you do? Like, what would you offer?
What would be my offer? I'm a little more mellow than that. I try not to come on that strong. I'm not a Scorpio, remember?
Right.
He's a Virgo. They're
He
very
plans it out.
tricky.
Plans it out.
Well, I'm more into like, let's just like take a walk in the woods. Like, let's have a nice earth.
In Philly? I don't know. In Philadelphia? Where are you gonna take a walk in the woods?
Hey,
What woods?
Philadelphia, near where I live. I can't
You going to the Pinelands? Where are you going?
Not even. No Jersey Devil dates, all right?
Yeah, because there's only sand over there. Where are you going? You going to the Jersey Shore? Where are you going to take them for a walk in the woods?
You guys haven't heard of the Wissahickon Park, clearly.
Wow.
There's a whole like nature reserve Fairmount Park in Philadelphia. It's like
Oh, I know Fairmount
largest
Park.
Yeah.
public
Yeah.
park system.
It's all haunted mansions if you want to see some ghosts too.
There you go.
All right, so you take them for a walk and then do you play the music?
then maybe we see. You know, we play it by ear. We got to be vibing. We got to be, you know, there's got to be sparks flying. There's got to be, you know.
Okay, you got to feel it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't just get a free concert just like that.
Okay.
You got to earn it, Marissa.
Sorry.
He's got some principles.
What is somebody saying? Penny pack? What's that? What's penny pack?
Close, but she's getting warmer. At least, I mean, we're not in New Jersey anymore, thank God. So we moved over the bridge. Sorry to all my Jersey people. Think it has north in the title, not northeast, but I can't
North Jersey.
Live, but no, North
Philly.
Not there's no woods in North Philly. I'll tell you that much.
What are you talking? North what?
Northwest Philly. There's like the Wissahickon woods.
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
Marissa, he has a plan if he goes out on the date.
Yeah, he goes to the woods.
He slips the CD. There's got to be
in the back pocket. Yeah,
in the back pocket.
He doesn't know whether you're going to get it or not.
In the woods.
Any Cougars. Okay, let's just get that. Not in the public record. All right.
Oh my god. So you like
because I look underage. Okay, I'm the victim here, so let's watch out.
All right, why don't we just get to you playing music then? We're good. All right, we'll mute our mics, okay?
Yeah.
There you go.
Probably do that at this point.
All right.
Thanks, guys. That was funny. Well, that was a good preamble, as weird as it got, to get into the sweet spot of the album, you might say, which is called Mornin' Love. Not even morning love, mornin' apostrophe love, L-U-V. James loves that too. He loves that L-U-V for the record. So this is kind of just like about the feeling of waking up next to someone you love. You know, it's about the sweet spot of that. Again, it was kind of more like an ideal, like I was just trying to summon that feeling, you know, kind of thinking of relationships past and sort of doing that, but just, you know, wanted to make like a universal love track that I thought would be kind of fit that. So to piggyback off of what James was saying, yes, the Wissahickon does have waterfalls and tons of trails. It's huge. Christy knows. So to piggyback off what James said, like, you know, just when you get in that flow and you get in that passion, you just allow yourself to really just expand your own boundaries, you know, and kind of go for it. So on that note, I wasn't going to sing tonight, but I think I'm going to go there because it's album release party night and this is it. It's now or never. I've sung the song once in public at a Christmas show. It went all right, you know, but I haven't done this in a long time, so bear with me. But you know, there's like a black male R&B singer on the album who probably nails it a little better than I might, but his name's Gary Dawkins, great singer. That's the album version, but yeah, tonight I wrote it, so hey, why not sing it? So this is called Mornin' Love. Hope you guys enjoy. Sit back and let's get in the sweet spot together. All right. When I wake up next to you, I know there ain't no place I'll be running to. The way you do me like you do, I never tell no one else. I can't help but be your fool. It's true. Thoughts of being on my own all fall away anytime that you are near. Just to start my days on my own, But now there's no turning back. I just gotta have you here. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. And I wake and find you there. My world feels so much brighter than before. Like the sweetest breath of fresh air. You give me the strength to go face that world outside my door. For sure, 'cause I just can't believe it. Every moment I see it. Give me all that I need, like the air that I'm breathing. Don't wake me up if it's all but a dream. Please just tell me we can sleep in, 'cause I can't get enough of your good morning love. When I wake up next to you, I know there ain't no place I'll be running to. The way you do me like you do, you'll let me love no one else. I won't help but be your fool. It's true. Did you come from up above? I wonder how you found me, like an answered prayer. Give me so much like the sun. The way that you lift me up starts my day beyond compare. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. Come on. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. I just can't believe it. Every moment I see it, it's all that I need. Gives me all that I'm breathing. Don't wake me up if it's all but a dream. Honey, please just tell me we can sleep in. 'Cause I can't get enough of that good morning love. Da, 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 da. Can't get enough of all that good morning love.
Awesome. Thank you, Julian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How
That
did
was
you
great.
did you feel like you found the woman of your dreams when you were singing the song?
Getting there,
Getting there.
more tries on the vocal, but I felt good just going for it. That's what this is all about. That's what this album is all about. Live life, living your best life, not being afraid to feel silly, and sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Cook is saying he found you, so I'm assuming he
Mike.
knows you.
Yes, he found me. Yo, that's like one of my biggest fans from ever ago.
Oh, wow.
Mike found me. Yeah. Man, I used to play this Christmas gig on the main line in Bryn Mawr like 10 years ago. No, like 12 years ago or something. Mike was there from the beginning. He's seen my journey for a long time now. So glad to have him on. I'm sure he's going to dig more of this conversation too. Welcome, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's great. And you know what? I think Coach JXP actually, when he's talking, it's almost like he could like go into trance or something, and it's almost like he could be a hypnotist. Do you know what I'm saying? He could like take somebody into a regression. Like that's the energy. He kind of like takes you into your subconscious. So I think he inspired you to go for it tonight. I think he did his magic on you, and it wasn't even like that's the mystery. I think of Coach JXP. He wasn't talking to you. He wasn't talking about you, but yet his magic wand hit you tonight.
He got me in that sweet spot for what it's worth.
He did.
He can do it for me.
Boom.
He's my friend. He can probably do it for you.
That's
So,
right.
JXP's got you covered.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, we're going to bring you back at
Thanks
the top
so
of the
much.
hour and
That was awesome.
get back with the coach. Thank you very much, Julian.
Thanks, Julian.
All right.
JXP.
There.
What's
Hello.
up?
Hi. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. That's a nice. That was nice. That was nice. Anyway, I was about to, I love to think, and I love to overthink. You know? And I was just evaluating how I was talking a while ago, and I told myself, JXP, Coach J, stop trying so hard because I feel it. I know that I'm trying so hard, and I think that when you try so hard, you miss that spot. You miss that sweet spot when you try so hard in life. I think it was just a reminder for me that I just gotta let go. And for you viewers who are kind of feeling stiff and resistive in life, I think we just have to really let go and just try to move it. Anyway.
So yeah, like I was thinking about what you were saying earlier, and I'm thinking, wow, a lot of people really, really want what you're saying. They want to they want that joy, but I think that the over intellectualizing of I want this, but they can want it all they want, but if the inside is still triggering the trauma and what's going on in the subconscious, them just wanting it is not going to change it, right? There has to be more to it. There has to be more of that connection, right?
Yeah. And there's more to it. It's a process. It's not just an overnight thing that if you want to be happy or if you want to be joyful, then overnight, then you'll achieve it. One of the things that people should, or I recommend people doing, is just to start journaling or to start reflecting, writing down who you want to become in the future, who you hope to become in the future. Because if you feel connected to that identity of yourself that's in the future, then you begin to fall in love yourself more and more. And one thing to do is to find things to appreciate the little details in life. When I wake up in the morning, I appreciate my breath. I know this sounds corny, but I do appreciate my breath. I appreciate my body. when I see my cat, I thank my cat immediately for accompanying me in the night. I appreciate my comforter and things like that, because when you start appreciating things, you raise your frequency higher, you raise your vibrations higher and higher. And when you get to when you get on the habit of appreciating things, then more beautiful things, more lovely things, more happier things will come to your life. And it's true, because it's the law of attraction working on in your favor. And yeah, so I think that by deciding every single morning that I'm going to start appreciating things, that I'm going to start appreciating the little details of my life, I feel that that is one path towards feeling livelier, feeling alive, feeling enthusiastic in life again. Did I
And you
answer
do.
that?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
I hope so.
absolutely. And I just want to say too, I think people think it is like, oh, I have to get this intellectual understanding, and then it's going to be like I'm going to be have joy like automatically. And what I want to talk about is that transformation involves like demolishing things within yourself, and it's uncomfortable. You're going to have to go through some pain. You're going to have to let out some grief. You're going to have to let out some anger. You're going to have to stop being numb and let it out to get to that sweet spot. So it's not like this hearts and flowers journey. You have to be committed to it.
Yeah, and you have to practice it. You have to practice it, because there is a scientific basis on that. That if for the longest time you're a person who doesn't feel a lot of joy, then the part of your brain that is responsible for joy, it's not that activated, or it's not that whole, or it's not that um what
You have to go to
mm,
the joy gym. You have to go and pump like
yeah,
instead like you got to go to the joy gym
yeah,
and like
yeah.
train your brain to like hold on to it, right? For a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah, you really have to reprogram your mind. You have to reprogram your consciousness in order for you to feel uplifted. Because, yeah, in order for you to feel uplifted. That's why we are here. That's why mediums are here. That's why coaches are here. Psychotherapists, psychologists are here. That's why YouTube is here, for you to enjoy funny videos on YouTube every night when you're feeling depressed and when you're feeling sad. Watch something sexy, watch something sensual, watch something that's going to activate your nervous system. Watch something uplifting, and you have to schedule it. You have to consciously think about what you're going to do in order for you to feel joy, in order for you to feel happy. Because if it's not on your schedule, and if you're just going with the flow, or if you're just creating by default in life, then those joyful moments are not gonna really come to you, especially if you have been feeling a lot of grief, if you have been feeling a lot of powerlessness and a lot of doubtfulness in yourself. So it's all about practice, practice, practice. And you have to seek the information in order for you to grow and feel. And because there's a lot of information right now, there's a lot of information right now on how to transform our emotions, and how to transform our lives, on how to transform our consciousness, on how to elevate the quality of our lives. There's so much information out there from great researchers, from great trainers, from great people. And I think that, again, it starts with personal responsibility, recognizing that, hey, I've been feeling a lot of fear in my life for the past year. How can I transform this fear? Because it starts with that decision. It starts with that decision that I don't want to feel fearful anymore. I don't want to feel doubtful about myself anymore. So it takes practice. It takes practice. It takes research, and it takes time. But it feels good. It sounds a lot. It sounds a lot, but it feels good when you're there. You just got to get in and experience the momentum, or go with the momentum, or go with the flow of life. And it's
Yeah.
difficult for a lot of people to transform, because not a lot of people are thinking about personal leadership or spiritual development. Not a lot of people are thinking about that. And these things that I'm saying right now, maybe for some people it sounds like blah 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 blah. Just like when someone else is talking to me about basketball or football, I just really don't know what they're saying, because life has momentum. Life has momentum. So imagine if for the past 5 years you've been telling yourself that I don't have enough time, I have to rush everything in life, then it is going to be tricky for you to experience the presence, having presence in life. It's going to be tricky for you to experience that. But then again, information are out there in order for you to feel more present, to enjoy that present moment, and to be in the moment. And yeah, I think I'm going on tangents again. So please.
That's okay. No, that's great. And I just wanted to let people know that, if you want to connect with Coach JXP, he does one-on-one coaching, and he said it's a process. It's something you have to be committed to, willing to go through. And he is very heart-centered. I could tell that he's very compassionate, and I could tell that he's very intuitive. So I think if you're looking for somebody to kind of help break down those barriers, Coach JXP is the sweet spot guy for you. Yeah. So you could connect with Coach JXP by going to jxpcoaching.us. And I also put a link in the chat for you guys to link right to his materials. And also, if you would like to connect with him, where's my other one? On Instagram, it's Avocado Wisdom, but it's spelled AVCDOWDO Wisdom. And if you catch this live, you can always catch it on the replay. Go back and get this information as well.
Yeah.
So.
I hope that the people who are watching this download the worksheet that I made just for your audience, the Sweet Spot worksheet. I hope that you find that link somewhere here. And
let me see.
Utilize it and find it useful, because it talks about breathing, it talks about joy, and it talks about passion. And I hope that you find it useful, and I hope that you gain insight in your life just by allotting time to do that. So yeah.
Yes, I cannot put an attachment into the comments, but is the link that goes to your site, would it house that PDF so they can download it, or where can they
Yeah, it's right
get
there.
it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's
so
yeah.
You guys got a free gift from Coach JXP tonight. It's a free worksheet, and you can download it by going to his website, to his Instagram. It's right on your link tree there, Coach.
Yeah. It's the first link that I sent you.
Okay.
The
one that we are on the banner that we have on the banner.
No. It's on our private chat.
Oh, okay, the one that I put into the chat. I'll put it in again also.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm so excited that, Coach, you are here and you gave us the advice that you did, and you talked about your personal experience. And if you guys do want to connect with him one-on-one, I'm just going to put that up there again, jxpcoaching.us. Get in touch with him.
That game tonight. One I know.
Wow, I think you should go on Julian's album there. So Stephanie's looking forward to check it out. And also, I just wanted to tell you guys too, and maybe Coach JXP, I might invite him to this. So this is something I'm putting him on the spot about, and hopefully he'll say yes because he's on the spot, but we'll see. So it's the mystery of Marisa. The magic happens. So anyway.
Reels them in.
So as you may know or not know, I am, an intuitive medium and a transformational guide. And I have a course, Manifesting with Marisa, your 30-day Dream Driver program, which helps you to connect your practical tools and develop your intuition to manifest your dreams and to take that one big step toward your goal. This is not an ongoing program. It's only open during high manifestation times. And we did it in December, and we are on the wait list is open now for anybody that wants to get on the list to be notified when we open the doors to Manifesting with Marisa. Once again, a lot of you on here have taken the course, and we are going to be opening those doors in April. I want you guys to get on the wait list so you don't miss the email, because once the doors close, enrollment is closed. But I'm adding something this time. A lot of people who are in the course or didn't take the course last time were like, I don't know what my dream is. I'm not sure what I want my goal to be. I'm not sure what I want to do. So I am doing a 5-day live challenge that is free called Defining the Dream. And I'm going to give you 5 days of education. And by the end of those 5 days, you will know what your dream goal is. Okay. We're going to get you to break down those barriers. And maybe Coach JXP will join us on the challenge, on our 5-day challenge, to come on and give a little bit of his coaching. We will see. but I think it would be a good compliment. So if you want to get on the wait list, you will get informed when the doors open for Manifesting with Marisa, and you will also be informed of how to jump in on that free challenge. Awesome. So Marianne took it. She said, great course. Helped me to get moving toward my goals. I still refer it. Well, thank you, Marianne. I want you guys that did take the course that didn't get to jump on the challenge, you guys are welcome to come on the challenge too. I would love for people, the founding members, the people that did the course. You didn't get this challenge last time, so I want you guys to come on the challenge too. So I'm going to put this in the chat. It's also in the description of this video. You can get on the monthly newsletter, which is going out on the 15th. And somebody asked about the messages from the other side that I used to include on the inspirational messages. I'm going to be doing another video series where I'm giving video mediumship messages. Okay, so this is manifesting and tuning into the monthly messages, but I will create that for you guys as well. So I'm also just going to put on Coach JXP's materials here for the free PDF that he was talking about just now. I want to make sure this is correct. So Coach, let me know if this is correct. Is that the link there? That's in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Private on our private chat.
Yes, that I just put into the comments. Is that the one? Okay, cool. Yeah. So you guys could click right on that, and you will download the free PDF that Coach JXP made just for Loungggge Nights, made just for us.
Yes.
So I want Elise on the 5-day challenge. I want Coach on the 5-day challenge. I want to have some people that are motivating us and helping people break their barriers to find their dreams, because I know that they're not outside of you. I know that they're inside of you. I just have to bring them out, right? So awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Coach, for coming on. And I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time.
I did. Are we done?
Actually, we're over time, and we still have to bring Julian back on. Yes.
Wow.
But you know what? Why don't you come on again?
Please.
Why don't you come on again? Please come back.
Sure,
people don't come on the lounge once, Once they come on, we have them in our web, and they don't.
You're ours now.
Yep.
Yeah. That was fun. I have a question for you, Marisa.
Yes, sir.
When you came out as a medium.
Came out like of the closet.
You came out as a medium. Like,
yeah.
Well, I can sense that there was a lot of insecurity at that time. We're there. I'm just assuming.
You know what? Not with the mediumship so much as just myself. You know what I mean? For some reason, I came into this life with that ability kind of over the top. You know what I'm saying? So that was where I felt more confident in my intuition and my mediumship than I did in like just my personal self as just a person. I had my own issues as a person, but the mediumship, that was kind of just there. And I was getting something about you. I have to tell you this before we go, because I did get a message for you. And usually I don't get this. But I was getting over and over and over again. First of all, I do feel your grandmother is with you, first of all. Let's just put it that way. Okay? I don't want to make you cry. It's the end of the show, so if you cry, it's fine.
Don't cry.
But also, I'm getting the sense she's very, man, you guys have almost a similar face. It's really bizarre, but I feel like you guys kind of like there's some sort of same features there that are going on. She has her hair pulled back. Her hair is pulled back. Okay. And she's just smiling, and she has a little bit of a belly. She's got a little bit of a little pouch there. She's showing me. She has a little bit of a belly. And she's not a big lady. She's like, oh, I have my pouch. So, she is bringing up to me somebody in the family. I'm not sure if it was her or somebody else that did have a surgery in the abdomen. Okay. So it did have a scar, and this is a female that did have a scar. So I don't know if this person's living or passed, but she's referencing that scar. Somebody had a medical situation in the abdomen region. Sorry, my allergies are really strong tonight.
Yeah, the first thing that's coming up with me is my mom, because she had a cesarean when I was delivered. She underwent this cesarean thing when she gave birth to myself, and she had liposuction. So yeah, she had scars on her belly.
Yeah, well, she's telling me, is your mom still here in the living?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's telling me that the scar tissue kind of like built up underneath and that she just needs to make sure that she needs to like have that looked at, okay,
Okay.
to make sure that everything is okay. You know what I mean? She's fine. She's kind of giving me that sense. And Elise is a medical intuitor. She could go further into that. But
This is great. Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm getting a feeling too that you really need to look into past life regression and taking people back into their past lives. I think that there's a life purpose for you in becoming a past life regressionist. That's what I'm hearing.
Wow.
Because you
Wow.
can take people into hypnosis very easily. You just don't know it yet. But this is, I feel like this coaching is kind of blending in with past life trauma, like not even this life, but you're also helping people heal trauma that's coming from on a soul level. You're helping heal trauma that's before their lifetime here, if they're still holding on to that they can't kind of place in this life. So there's more of a deeper level of connection that you're gonna be flowing with. But I heard that the whole time, like tell him this, tell him this, tell him
You,
this.
Marissa, you know what? You know what's so interesting about this is last Sunday, I had signs, pigeons everywhere. Like for some reason, a pigeon, like it appeared on my environment, pigeons, and I don't notice them as much. But just this past Sunday, I noticed them a lot, and then I researched about what pigeon symbolizes, and then on the description that I read on the internet, it says that a message is gonna be given to me soon.
Well, now 7 is going to be a very important number. Okay, so 7, either the 7th of the month or the month of July. And I feel like it's July when it's coming up in July. July is going to be a major transformational month for you this year. Okay, so it's gonna go. And also, I want you to be aware of the symbol of a hot air balloon. Your grandmother is giving me that symbol for you. So when you see that, that's going to be very special. And you may even go on a hot air balloon ride. Okay? There's also the name Sydney is coming to me. So that could either be the person's name or Sydney, Australia. So there's going to be a connection for you with the city of Sydney, is what I'm hearing as well. Okay? And also, just write this stuff down. You could replay it again. The name Evelyn is also going to be significant. Eve or Evelyn, Evelyn. And your grandmother is also mentioning an old pin, like a brooch or a pin. It looks gold to me, but it looks very old. I don't know if somebody kept this of hers that she might have worn on a sweater, but it is a pin that would, like a decorative pin. So I don't know if you understand that, but that's also coming through. So does that any of that make sense to you, or you still have to like think about it?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate this a lot from my heart to yours. I'm so thankful.
Yes,
Thankful. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yes. And your cat sees your grandmother a lot.
Ah, I knew it. Oh my god.
Well,
Well, thank you.
this is no. Elise is also a medium too, so she can, if she feels anything, it's a double team here. So you can go. Elise, are you feeling anything, or do you want to get on Julian after this?
Something about the gallbladder keeps popping up. I don't know if somebody in your family's having stone issues, or I'm feeling it's you though. Like there is a buildup of bile. Like I don't know if I mean, you look rather healthy, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't develop some sort of like blockage. So I would just watch like when you do binge off and like have those greasy burgers, and I'm just feeling something with the gallbladder. Like I don't know if you feel like little twinges of pain sometimes, but
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
what, so just watch
Too
your
much
diet.
chips. I think too much chips. Yeah.
Yeah, but just because I keep narrowing in like the middle of your chest like the whole time Marissa was talking to you. So I would just watch your diet a little bit more. Not that you need to, but you might need to internally, not because you look very, very healthy. So who has the eye issues? There's somebody with I don't know. Are you having trouble?
Um,
I don't know. Just
I wear glasses, but
oh, okay. So I'm just seeing like squinting. So I don't know if this relates to you or somebody else had something with glaucoma or cataracts. I feel like there's a film on the eyes. Do you know? And maybe this is the grandmother.
yeah, my grandmother has.
Okay, because I'm seeing like it's very blurry for me to look at you right now. So toenails, and she's pointing down to her feet. So I don't know if there was a joke about her, like the way her toenails would just grow and grow, like she always had to cut them, or if there was like a joke about her feet. But she's pointing to like long toenails for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe,
just keep that.
yeah.
You know, it might have been like something in, like when she was younger, but it's like she's pointing and laughing at her toes. And they're like extremely long. So I don't know if they just continue to grow. Like that was like she cut them one day and like 2 days later she had to cut them again. And I think that was due to her metabolism. Like she was like very, very energetic woman, I felt. So, but yeah, that's all I have on medical. But I kept feeling gallbladder. It was the gallbladder the whole time. And the blurriness in the eyes. Yeah. Yeah.
But don't.
Thank you.
It's
What a
not to
beautiful
make.
frequency tonight. Oh
Yes.
my God. Thank you so
It's not
much.
to make you anxious, though. I hope that didn't
Right.
make you anxious.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Because when I see things medically, it's not saying, oh, beware. It's just like, just be conscious of like your lifestyle and how things are going. A lot of times I will pick up things that you're experiencing now, but I think that it's intertwined with his grandma, Marissa, because
Yeah.
it's like everybody's really cloudy right now to me.
Yeah, she's still talking to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she keeps kicking her foot at me, like,
Yeah,
look
but-
at my feet.
I know she's like now talking so much. She's just so excited. She's going talking.
She's got stereo. She's got medium stereo now.
It's like going into it. She's it's almost like somebody showing me, and I'm not sure if this is her or somebody else on the other side, but they're showing me their nails. Their nails were done, right? Their nails, their hands, but they didn't ever wear nail polish in life. They were like more, they worked with their hands and everything, but maybe when they were laid out, or maybe when they had their funerals, they painted their nails. They're like, that wasn't me. Why would they paint my nails? Like, it's just kind of like, or somebody painted her nails at the end of her life. She's like, why are you painting my nails? But she's like, oh, I know my nails are painted. So it's just something funny that like I'm hearing. And then there's a code word, and it's a nickname or a name that you call someone, but it's not their name. And so it's just like a joke about Jerry. And I have no idea who this Cherry or Jerry is, but you might have to think about that. But it's somebody, it could be somebody living in your life. It doesn't have to be a relative, but it's like, oh, let's call him Jerry. Like, it's just a joke. So you have to kind of process all this and think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Wow. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you understand somebody that didn't ever paint their nails, that at their funeral somebody painted their nails? Do you understand this? Because it's very significant from somebody who passed.
Right now.
You have to ask your mom. She'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wasn't there when my grandma was because they're in the Philippines and I was here in the U.S.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't there to witness all that, but I love her. She has a very special place in my heart. I do adore her presence, and growing up, she was there. She was there for me. She acknowledged me. She gave me what I needed and what I wanted.
Mhm.
So I feel really blessed to have her presence. To be with her when I was growing up. So,
Do you have
Yeah.
plants? Do you have a plant?
plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I
because
do
she's
have
saying
plants.
she's saying you need to take care of your plants better or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
One of your plants is about to die, so you got to take care of it.
Oh,
she's
that's
walking.
true.
She's walking around your house and saying you better take care of this plant.
Oh, really? Wow.
And one of your doorknobs needs to be replaced. It's like a little jingly, or it's like it's not opening correctly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's in your house right now, and she's telling me about your house, and also that you need to get a few new pairs of underwear because she's looking in your laundry and she's saying that they're a little worn out. You need to go get yourself some underwear.
Or maybe because I don't wear one.
Okay, maybe that's it.
Granny
She
knows
said
it all.
Granny knows. Wow. Yeah, she's saying you need to get yourself underwear.
Put your drawers on, boy.
Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, she's right there in the house with you.
I think
Yeah.
this is awesome. Like
Yeah.
I do this, and it just amazes me, like all the messages that come through for people
Yeah.
who really don't expect them to come through.
Yeah.
But, and like the little details, like the
Yeah.
embarrassing, right? They don't care. They're just going to tell you like it is.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have guessed
Right?
that he didn't wear underwear. I just thought she meant like the underwear was like, but no, she literally meant he needs underwear.
Right. Literally.
Ah, that was good.
So
That was
cute.
good. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Thank you for co-creating with me. Now I feel.
Well, we were supposed to end the show a half hour ago, but the lounge sometimes just overtakes
Just
itself.
goes. Right?
So we left Julian backstage.
Oh, poor Julian.
I know we got to bring him
Bring him
back.
out.
All right, let's bring Julian. We're sorry that we
We're
left you back
sorry.
there for that long. You just
Oh,
don't
God.
ever know what the lounge is going to take you.
It's all good. I was enjoying that man breakdown of James' whole thing, and really really fascinating just to like watch that whole process. And I was sitting back and enjoying it, and I like going over schedule. I'm a jazz guy, so don't mind me.
Okay. All right, just a few people that came on. Christy, you finished the manifestation course lessons yesterday. Thank you. You finally finished it. Feel ready to launch this week. Good. Volunteer organization coming together. We applaud you. Good
Yeah.
job. Marianne says thank you. Paula says thank you. Stephanie had fun in the lounge tonight. Christy, wow, this is cool. Marianne gives you a wow. Loving the JXP. There's a cougar there for you. The seductress is liking your vibe. I'm a cougar too, so whatever. We already saw this one. Spontaneous reading. Christy loves it. Great night. Marianne loves the reading, so everybody's happy. Julian, you're gonna take us out tonight. You're gonna give us your best shot.
I'm gonna do it.
It's your night.
It is. Well,
It is your Jules.
It's your night.
together. It's been awesome to be having.
We're gonna
my-
feature you. There you are.
Oh,
Big time.
Big time. The big screen.
All right. So I'm gonna keep Coach on here so he could dance to the music with us because it's a dancing type of night. You know what I'm saying?
Groove. Let's groove, JXP. It's so funny that his his name is JXP. Sorry, gotta get the sweet spot right. And how I abbreviate the band name, Julian Hartwell Project, is the JHP. So there's kind of a cool little synchronicity there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
JXP. I mean, I want to know like what's in the future for me all of a sudden now. It's like
Hey, we don't even do readings to guests when they come on. This is the first time we did this.
no
It
prep.
just, he conjured up people in his house there. They're hanging out with them. I couldn't prevent that.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll just have to have you on again, Julian, because normally the guests don't even get readings. This is the first time this has
Right.
happened, and I don't even remember how long.
Just
So-
flow. I like it.
Yeah, so maybe what I'm thinking is the next time you come on, you can give readings with us to the guests,
Whoa.
because I could see you as someone who's giving the reading.
Okay. Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting you to take it there, Marissa. But hey.
I take it to a lot of places, Julian. You just don't understand yet. But we all felt that we're hanging out in the lounge together. Don't you feel like you've hung out with us? Don't you feel like it was a nice hang here at the lounge, your first time coming on?
Yeah, it's a good vibe. Just open, anything goes.
Yeah.
It's a lounge. I like lounges.
We're supposed to go on an hour, and now we're at an hour 35. Just happens. The spirit's taking us
Friday
in
night.
places.
No schedule. Hey, just gotta let it roll.
All right. Well, why don't you let it roll? We'll mute our mics.
I'm gonna let it roll. Well, I'm gonna finish out with one more song from the album. It's funny. I was almost like, should I even play album stuff? Because it's like full band music, and this is just me tonight. But you know what? It's my night. It's this thing's night. And I'm going to finish out with the last track of the album, which is called Funk All Night. That's a funk all night. It's one of the older tunes, one of my older tunes that I wrote almost like a decade ago, which is crazy to think about. And it's finally like out in the world today. But I have like with each track on the album, I have little kind of just blurbs about what they're about, you know, what they mean, what they stand for. And this is just how the album ends, with this little blurb. So the funk, period. It's ... the raw grit, razor's edge, volatile, visceral swag of life. Emerging from the original primal funk of creation, we blast funkily forward into the night in the endless void. If life is rhythm and rhythm is life, let's make it a funky one. So it's like the biggest track on the album. It's got a whole bunch of horn players, super crazy solos, 10 minutes long. And yeah, I just think it's a good way to finish out the night, finish out the album. Again, people can go stream it with the link that I sent you guys. You can get a physical copy if you want to go the whole 9, and help me, you know, promote this second baby of mine to the world. It's all about life and the living of it to our fullest. And really awesome to celebrate with you guys for tonight to do that. Thank you. So here is a little, I won't go too crazy, you know, 10 minutes long, but this is a little rendition of Funk All Night. Hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
Wow, that was my favorite one.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Congratulations
Yeah,
on
I
your
had to
CD.
go out on the had to
Yeah.
go out with a bang.
The last
Thanks.
the last 5 seconds made me hungry.
Whoa.
It's like you'd hear it like at a fine dining, restaurant, like
Oh, yeah.
playing, and you're like, ooh, I just walked into this restaurant, I could smell the potatoes, and just made me feel, yeah.
Nice. I'll have to put that in the review section. That's the first. But I'll take it. Hey, however
was
my mood makes me
awesome.
feel.
Funny.
That was awesome. Let me just plug you a little bit here. Connect with Julian on his Instagram, Jules Hartwell, right here. Facebook, Julian Hartwell Music, and we have a little closing credits. Why don't you talk about your album once again, and I will put up your link here.
Sweet. Yeah. So, man, where to even begin? This is so awesome to see this album come to fruition. It's a testament to having a vision, holding to it, trusting yourself, doing the best to trust yourself along the way. This started out as like just an EP. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. It was a crowdfund campaign, actually, all the way back in 2019. Believe it or not, we went into the studio on James's birthday of 2019. So that was kind of another synchronicity with us. Actually, can show you all like the photo collage real quick. But yeah, this is like just kind of a lot of the people featured on it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, this is just like, it just speaks to the power of collaboration and trusting a vision, and just like doing whatever it takes, mixing it through a pandemic and re-recording stuff, going to multiple studios, and, but it's just like so many people were involved. And that's why I feel like, your audience doesn't even really have a taste of the album until they go check it out from tonight, because this is my solo kind of vibe. Which is a whole other thing. I actually have also a solo page on Spotify, like my solo artist stuff. So I want to keep developing that. But, as far as like a band and a whole big vision, this is it. And just, yeah, it's so gratifying to like reach this moment and finally just be able to share this music that I've been sitting on for too long or long enough, whatever, as long as I needed to. And now it's out. And see where it goes from here.
Well, thank you and congratulations on your release.
Thank you.
And I put the link in the comments. Get his album. I would personally I would tell you to get the CD because it looks awesome. I like the artwork. I love the inside cover. And Christy's saying congrats there.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let me just do the closing credits here. Thank you, Julian, for coming on. We applaud
Thank
you
you.
and congratulations tonight.
Yeah.
And Elise, closing credits. Obviously you can get a reading with Elise if you want a medical reading. She knows a lot about that. Get a reading with Elise, and obviously it's always emsat43 at yahoo.com. She'll get back to you. And what do you want to tell people about what to, if they want a reading, what kind of reading are you providing?
It's a tarot card reading for 1 hour. They're going to be half price as always to the Lounginettes and Lounginites. I always say Lounginettes, and I don't know why. But just to put it short, my readings consist of tarot, and we can do question-based, or I can just do go into the reading and what I'm feeling. So I don't call people. I don't call spirits in. It's whoever is able to come through, and the cards act as that channel for messages to come through. But a lot of times it's mostly medical if you have a lot of stuff going on. So I can't control myself.
That's why I don't want to get a reading with you ever, because I'm like
hypochondriac.
No medical, Elise. And then she'll still do it anyway. I'm like, okay.
Listen,
it just happens.
I feel the vibes. I can't help it. But all my readings are half priced, and especially for this group. So hopefully you can give me a ring and we can connect.
Yeah, and if you have a problem with somebody telling you like it is, don't book with Elise, because she's just going to tell it.
I know.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's the best part of her, That's the best part. So thanks, Elise.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for being the co-host of the lounge. Everybody loves you.
Oh, I love everybody.
JXP.
Oh, hey, I'm back.
Right. You're right. So we're going to promote you a little bit here. Closing credits, Sweet Spot Coaching, jxpcoaching.us.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, so Albert Einstein said creativity is intelligence having fun. So if you want to explore your creativity, if you want to explore your passions, if you want to feel more joyful or know some strategies to get into that joyful state, then hi, I'm here. I'm here for you. So
there he is.
I'm here. You can check me out on those links. And yeah, if you're gonna transform your life, go do it. Do it well, and do it with lots of love. That's the key.
Exactly, lots of love. Awesome. Well, it looks like everybody has been promoted, and if you guys want to get on that wait list for the manifestation course, which is me, because it will propel you to follow that one big dream, but taking that next big step, the small step toward that big step, because it's not like I'm waving a magic wand and you're just going to be manifesting all the time. We got to focus it down to that first step. So you're going to be getting a toolkit of practical tools and intuitive tools. You got to put them together, and then you need those two things to manifest your goals. So get on that course, get on the wait list. Just if you join the wait list, it doesn't mean you're subscribed to the course. Just means that you're going to get emails when we open the course, and you're going to get the invite to that 5-day Define Your Dream Challenge with me live and hopefully some of the people on the lounge. So we will see you there. And get on the monthly newsletter, video newsletter email in the description of this video. There's also the link to that too, because that's going out on Monday, and it will not be public, only for you guys. All right. Thank you guys. The lounge went, oh my God, almost 2 hours. All right. We got to go. You guys have a good night. Everybody say bye. Everybody say bye.
Have a good weekend.